Hi guys, welcome back to my another YouTube video where we are gonna discuss about CGT release. Okay, so uh, let's begin. Okay, all right. So first of all, we'll start with discussing about business asset disposal relief. So before that, before starting with that relief, let me just give you a brief about how important is the CGT release. Okay. The thing is, in ATX, I consider the three main pillars, or you can say four main pillars of ATX, which is your CGT. One is your CGT, and in CGT, just a second, right, CGT. Okay, and in your CGT, like the most important, the difficult part is your reliefs. All these reliefs. Okay, any two out of them will be tested. Like you'll see, take up any paper, you'll find at least two out of them is getting tested in your exam. Okay. Then next is IHT, which is inheritance tax. Okay. And oh, just a second. Hmm. So first one is CGT, IHT, then your corporation tax, I mean CT, okay, which is your CT, then VAT. Okay. Like one for sure, each topic you'll find for sure questions in your exams. There aren't any other important topics like employment income, your trading income, income from self-employment, okay, or your pension income, investment income. Okay, all these are also important. But the most important is this four. Like you'll find major proportion of your marks from this these four topics. Okay, so your question will not be like one individual question on whole CGT. You'll be given a whole company. You have to apply reliefs on your own. You have to think of everything on your own. Okay, like suppose you will be given for ATX exam. I'm talking about. So suppose you will be given a role that you are a tax manager, and you will be given a situation. Suppose take any company, a person's name, a person is having his or her own company, his also, she's employed, she's selling her asset or anything, seizing her business. So all these will be CGT part. If she get gift from someone, then IHT part. Okay, and employment, then employment income part. Okay, and if she starts her new business, then unincorporated business part. Okay, and then VAT part will also be considered. Okay, so yes, but the most important part is CGT. Like all four are the most important. Can't choose one, right? So today we will discuss about the reliefs of CGT. So first relief we will discuss about is business asset disposal relief. Okay. Out of all these, we'll discuss about the business asset disposal relief. And this business asset disposal relief reduce your tax rate to 10%. Okay, these two reliefs decrease your tax rate up to 10%. Okay, and this will defer all your gain on qualifying assets. Defer means whatever the gain you are supposed to chargeable now will be chargeable at a later period. Okay, all the conditions will we will discuss once we move on to the topic. Okay. Then there are exemptions. Like all these reliefs, when it's applied, the gain on private residence, letting relief when you let out a property, or SEA is investment, reinvestment relief. So whatever the gain you get on these assets or whatever reinvestment, you get exemption on that. Means you don't have to pay tax on that. Now let's start with business asset disposal relief. Okay, so the full form is business asset disposal relief. Okay, so this relief, one thing very clear that this relief reduce your tax rate up to 10%. Means suppose a person is having a person is a higher rate taxpayer, and he has disposed some qualifying assets. Qualifying conditions we'll discuss, but as of now, let's understand. Then the gain, whether the person, doesn't matter whichever band the person is paying tax, doesn't matter. The gain on the qualifying disposals will be chargeable at 10% only. Otherwise, CGT rate is for lower, it's 10%. For higher, it's 20. For residential, it's 18. And for higher, it's 28%. Okay. So if the asset satisfied for CGT of business asset disposal relief, then the gain will be chargeable at 10%. Okay. Now let's see which assets are the qualifying disposal. So first thing, whenever you are disposing your whole business or your part of the business, half of the business, okay, some proportion of the business, on that you can claim this BADR relief. Okay, you can name it as a BADR. I used to say BADR. Okay, so yes, you can claim BADR on that. Okay, whenever you're disposing full business and the part of the business. Next one is whenever you seized asset. Whenever you seize your business and you sell your asset within 3 years, at that time you can claim business asset disposal relief on that. For example, suppose you sold a business, you ceased trading of the business, okay, ceased business on 1st Jan 2021. Okay. Now, up till within 3 years, which makes it 31st December 2023. So within these 3 years, you can, if you dispose any of the asset which was used in this business, then you can get better relief on that. Okay. So one thing very clear, business asset disposal relief is not on the assets. Uh, Only the condition is if the asset belongs to the seized business. Okay. Then only you can claim for business asset disposal relief. Okay. Or else, if the whole business is sold or the part of the business is sold, then you will think of this. Okay. Now, the condition is, now we'll see another condition. Okay, one more thing, that the asset must be held for at least 2 years before selling it. Okay. Now, now next thing is shares. Okay. Now, a person can sell shares of the personal trading company if he or she has his own trading company. Whenever he sells shares of it, he can claim for business asset disposal relief. There's another condition. If a person is an employee, then also he can claim for that. Okay. One condition is, in addition to this, that the holding percentage needs to be more than 5%, or at least 5% more than that. And of course, if someone has the holding percentage, which is equal to the voting rights, okay? So the voting rights and the holding percentage should be more than 5%. All right? Okay. Now, there's a 1 million lifetime limit. Okay. Before doing that, let me show you that how you will compute for better gain. Okay. So whenever you are computing the CGT part, whenever you are calculating the text, you'll make two columns, non-better and the another one is better. Okay. Okay. So here, which assets which do not qualify for non-better, you will takes it under this, and which the assets which qualify for better, you will takes it under this one. Okay. So there is one more thing. There's also one more limit. 1 million is the lifetime limit. So suppose a person has disposed a property and has a gain of suppose 1.5 million. And 1 million is a better gain. So on this 10%. Now 5 million, depending upon the this text band, I consider it's higher. The reason I'm taking an assumption that the person might have some other incomes as well. So taking it as a higher rate band. So this tax non-better gain will be taxable at 20%. Just a second. Will be taxable at 20%. Okay. Now, one thing you got to know that whichever the business asset disposal relief qualifying disposals are, They are taxable at 10%. So the non-BADR gain, these are non-BADR gain. You will give priority to consider annual exemption, okay, which is of 6,000. So you will first deduct against this one. And whatever the loss brought forward you have, you'll first give priority to this one. Okay, whatever the loss brought forward is, we'll adjust it against non-weather. The reason is, if here you don't have any reliefs available, so if you exceed the band 10% limit, if you exceed this basic rate band 37700, this is the BRB, okay? If you exceed this band, then you have to pay whatever the gain is at 20%. That's why you should try to use all the reliefs against non-better gain first. Okay. All right. Now, there's one more condition, which is okay for shares. Also, I forgot to mention, shares should also be held for at least 2 years. Then you can sell it. Now, one more thing is that is of goodwill. So, whenever you transfer your goodwill to your close company, so close company means close company, you read in detail, you will study in corporation tax. But I'll just explain in brief. Close company where the all the directors, those who are the members of the shareholders, they are the directors. Okay, and the company which is made of relatives or the close people. Okay, related people. So that is known as your close company. In short, okay, that's your close company. Remember this. Now, whenever you transfer your goodwill to your close company, at the time you cannot qualify your goodwill for your business asset disposal relief. Okay, the goodwill will not qualify for bad. There is a condition if your holding percentage is less than 5%. If your holding percentage is less than 5%, then only whatever you goodwill you sold to the close company, transfer to the close company, that can qualify for business asset disposal relief. Or else, if your holding is more than 5%, then the another condition is that you must sell, like you are going to sell your whole business within 28 days, or you are only gonna be there for 28 days. Okay, or you'll sell or dispose whole shareholding within 28 days, then only you can claim goodwill, better on the goodwill. Okay. All right. Now, um now, the at what time, like how, when can you claim your business asset disposal relief? So this is the limit. On second 31st Jan after the end of the disposal year. So suppose this is okay. We are studying Financial Act 2023. So considering 24. So disposal year is 24. Okay. So your year starts from first 6th April actually, right? 6th April. 6th April 6th April 2023 to 5th April 2024. So 2nd Jan after the disposal. So a 1st Jan will be 24. So 1st Jan will be your 2025 Jan will be 1st Jan, right? 2026 will be your 2nd Jan. So remember, if you have another year given, please follow this, okay? So 1st Jan after the disposal year, 2nd Jan after the disposal year. So for this current period, your 31st Jan 2026 will be your at the date till what you have to claim the business asset disposal relief. Okay. So yes, that's all. And for the questions, I'll do one thing. I'll post the questions in the community box, okay, in the community part. Please stay tuned on my channel. We'll keep posting, and for any comments, for any doubts, you can comment below. I'll go through it. Okay. Also, yeah, that's all. Bye guys. Have a good day.